Pleasure to meet you, Cameron Kane.
Alex Paraconi with AK Knox. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, sir.
Very happy to hear it.
So, just to start off, I must say I'm very impressed. Having a family business be very successful, it's a very difficult thing to do in today's markets, and I must say you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate
hope the
that.
family's well.
They are. They keep me busy.
That's fantastic. So I don't want to waste your time here. I feel like my company can provide a lot of value. I'm an AT&T sales rep. So I think that, after this meeting, you're going to have a lot to think about, and hopefully we'll be doing business in the future. So if you have any questions or comments during this, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer everything. So to get started, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Of course.
So if you could just tell me about your business and tell me about like a day-to-day, like a day in the life of an
insurance adjuster. Yeah. Okay, so as you said, we're a family-run company, and so we have a series of adjusters who go to sites of what we call them sites of disaster, essentially. And a lot of our clients are big corporate centers, big business, things of that nature. So our adjusters go to a site when a disaster happens, something's happened, and they assess the situation, and they see how much they can get for the company in question. They're trying to help them get the most insurance money possible so that they can rebuild again. And that's essentially what we do on our daily operations. We get out there, we help the businesses who go through tough times, and yes.
It sounds like sounds like something that a family-run business should be doing. So another question I have to ask you is, what are some things that your adjusters like about work, or there's some things that your adjusters don't like about work?
So our adjusters really enjoy the job for the most part. It's very different every time. You get to the situation. It's always a unique situation, and you're helping people. You get there. It's an emotional time for them. These are big businesses that a lot of money has been poured into. A lot has been put into these businesses, and we're kind of like the first person to get there to provide the comfort to say that everything's going to be all right. We're gonna get you the money you need to rebuild, to restart, and to keep going.
Very awesome.
There's very little things that are bothersome. I don't know if you care to hear about
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you. So we do have this little problem where our adjusters go into the field, and like I said, we're a family-run company. We're kind of old style, old-fashioned, and we do everything pen and paper still, pencil and paper.
Okay.
And so we go into the field, our adjusters, and they assess the situation, and they write everything down on the papers. But then they have to bring it back to the office, and they have to copy it down into the database. And that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, so you feel like as a manager here, do you feel a little outdated as a company?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So do you face any other obstacles with your adjusters? Anything else aside from the paper and pen?
Well, we do have this one other small problem where we have a disaster, like I call them, that happens, and we're trying to choose the best person who can take up on this lead, who can get there quickest, who can provide the best support, the best customer care. And the best way that can be accomplished with is whoever's closest to that location. But we don't have a method in place at the moment to decide who's the closest, and so we have no way of deciding. It takes too long.
Okay, so your biggest problem, you would say, is trying to get the help that people need as fast as possible. Definitely. All right. So just like, if you don't mind going into numbers real quick, how much does it cost your company to pay your workers overtime when they have to come back and put the paperwork into the system? So
we pay each employee about $35 overtime, and we have about 45 employees that have to do this each day. So it costs us a little less than $2,000 a day.
Is that a day?
Okay.
Wow.
Just to copy, and it's very frustrating. they don't want to be there too. It's very busy work. It's after all the excitement of the day has ended. They want to get back to their families. It's busy work.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Are there any other problems that can arise from having employees stay later, aside from overtime pay?
To be honest, it's a shame because it seems like a minuscule problem, but when it's a minuscule problem, but at the very end of the day, that's what the employees remember when they go home. And it really deflates all that they've done. You know, they've helped people out. They have a lot of pride in what they do. But then it ends on such a sour note. And I've been hearing around that people are looking for different jobs just because of this one bad end to the day that happens every day. And that's a shame.
So, a few more questions. Only a few more. So, how much money do you think that you would save overall if I could tell you that we had a solution from keeping your workers from the 9 to 5 slot?
So not having to pay them overtime.
Not having to pay them overtime.
Well, like I said, about $2,000 a day.
Do you think that, going along with that, do you think that us eliminating overtime pay would help overall morale of the company as well?
Definitely. Even beyond the money, just yeah.
So last question for you is it's a pretty easy answer. Would you rather have your employees be happy when they go home to work or be upset when they go home to work? Happy, exactly. So I will tell you that our product can help your employees go home happier every day, and I think that that's something that you would be looking for. So before I get into the product, I just want to go over real quick who we are. Obviously, AT&T, the second largest telecommunications company in the United States. We boast over 250,000 employees worldwide and continue to expand. So along with the telecommunications services, we also specialize in business solutions and cloud systems, which I would like to sell to you today. So
before you go on, I just wanted to ask you a quick question because it's a very big company,
yeah.
AT&T. You know, everyone knows AT&T. We're not an enormous company like you. Why should we matter to you? Why does the small guy matter to the big guy?
It's a very common question to be asked. I can assure you that through our company and through our various markets that we have, we care about all of our customers, and I think that you'll find that the benefits that come with being a part of our community and our companies that we help, I think that you'll find that the benefits are very important. You know, you have a company, you'll be in business with a company that is very reputable. We've been standing for a very long time, since the 1980s. So I think that really any company is in their best interest to do business with a company of our reputation.
Okay. All right.
So hopefully that helps answer your question there.
Yeah.
So to get into the product and what exactly we would be selling you, I'm going to show you a little bit about it. So we would be selling you cloud services. And essentially what cloud services is they are, when you go out in the field and you're talking about the pen and paper business, when you go out there, we would have essentially like an app or a system where you could just pull it up on your phone, you could pull it up on a laptop, on an iPad, and you could do all of the adjusting entries right there, all of the paperwork on your phone, on whatever device you have, and it would automatically be uploaded to the cloud. So you wouldn't have to worry about, coming home and fixing the paperwork to go into the database. It would eliminate overtime, essentially, and what you would be getting is overall morale uplifting from your employees. You would be spending less time out in the field, not out in the field, out back at the office when you come home, and it's just a faster, easier way to do things. It's all in one place.
So it would eliminate the need for overtime. We would do
essentially.
We would only need to do things once, and then it'd be uploaded, and we'd be done.
One and done. So another thing that I would like to bring up is you talked about how you don't have a way to track employees about where they are and where they're going. With our cloud services, they'll be able to input where they are adjusting, like what time they're adjusting, and you'll be able to receive that in real time. So when you do get a call, when you get an insurance call, from a similar or from a site that's close by, you can send the right people who can get there the fastest, who will be able to help as quick as possible.
That would be very helpful to both our own adjusters and to clients. We want to serve clients' needs better, and so that's very important to us.
That's fantastic here. So I really hope that your company would be able to benefit from ours. I hope you think so. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you to make a decision right now. We've only talked about this for about 10 minutes. So if you don't mind making a follow-up,
yes,
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you have a lot of very interesting and helpful stuff that could really bolster our business. Like I said, could really help our employee morale, help us save money, and help us serve our clients better. And who can ask for more? So I really love to hear more details at a later date. So
Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.